Hello and welcome to the demo for Sunstone War. This is going to be participating in Next Fest. That is next week. Alright, so it's a demo that doesn't represent the actual game progression, but rather offers a selection of different levels. It's kind of a common thing for demos now. Well, now that he's really saying real words, I guess I'll translate his jibble-jabble into English words. That is why in these darkest times it is important to turn to the roots of our history. Gaze upon the stars, guardians of the past, messengers of the infinite. They hold within them the ancient tales that have shaped our world, and I shall share them with you. A long time ago, terrifying monsters emerged from the depths of a volcano. Were they fire monsters? I bet. Those calamities chased us, threatening to consume us all. We had no choice but to implore our gods for protection. They heard our lamentations since the sun bracelets. Those artifacts gave the wielder amazing strength and allowed them to summon protective towers. A hero arose, took the bracelets, and courageously confronted the monsters alone. From the first battles to the final confrontation in the fairy volcano, here is the story of the Sunstone War. Code space to start. Okay. C to create a tower. Alright, I will place my tower here. I feel like that's not really where I wanted to put it. Can I put another one? No, not yet. But good, if we hold shift, things speed up a bit. Another tower, we'll just put you, like, right here. I mean, I don't see any reason I wouldn't just put both of them right next to each other. We get a bunch of experience. Wonder if the experience is going to give us new towers. Chapter 2, Pushy Tactic. Danger. Oh. You can only hold it for so long. Oh, I can only have 3 towers. That's not really enough. I need more towers. Well, I guess not really, because I was able to survive that. I think it's pretty cool you can carry the tower and still do your combat. Tower defense titles are always like a weird one for me, because unless there's something like really specific about it. Like, I mean, they're not always ones that Alright, I only have 2 towers. I gotta say, I don't like the way this has been progressing. I would like to get rid of this tower so I can get another one of these towers, but I can't. So having these limitations to what I can actually make, yeah, I'm not a fan. I do like that I can kind of pick up enemies and toss them. It's kind of a cool little aspect. But when it comes to tower defense games, like, I always look for something that's going to be something I would consider, I guess, fresh and new, perhaps? I mean, just something about it that's going to show me something that I haven't already seen in, every tower defense game that I've played leading up until now. And, from what I've seen so far, like, the thing about this that makes it different in comparison to similar titles is the fact that I can pick things up, and, actually, I think it's a pretty cool little idea. Like, it's not anything that I think would really sell you on the whole experience. Like, if you're not already into tower defense games, I don't know that this is going to be the thing that's going to be like, oh, you know what, I am going to play a lot of tower defense games now. But I feel it makes things somewhat unique. To increase that tower, I would like to have placed a tower down before actually beginning combat, but hey, what happened to my tower? My tower exploded. Why did my tower explode? Yeah, I failed because my tower exploded, and I'm not sure why. But at least we get some more experience. Anyway, so graphically, the game looks quite nice. Maybe this is what I need to do. I think the problem might have been that I had thrown the characters basically to the tower, so they were damaging it. I don't 100% know. Alright, we'll see. Explode this guy, please. Actually, it looks like I might be damaging them. Oh, I do. That's cool. can't say I'm a fan of how these stealth enemies work out. But I suppose it gives us a bit of a change to how things work otherwise. No points. I don't understand why they don't let you create your tower first. Like, we're really missing out on things. I definitely... No, God, I would like to put you somewhere useful. Like, whose idea was it to add, like, a whole bunch of fog? Like, why was that an idea that, somebody looked at and said, that's gonna be a good idea? Because it's a terrible idea. It's actually really hard to kind of keep track of everything here. I guess that's part of the problem of being able to grab both enemies and towers alike. I don't know, but I find that the tower grabbing and tossing mechanic, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I definitely like the general idea of it, but it seems that it's a little bit more complicated than I would like. Like, the intention there was definitely not to grab, you know, my tower and throw it. The goal was to grab the thing, but I grabbed the tower instead. I feel like there's going to be a lot of kind of upsetness on my part. Zone, slow down enemies. Cool. Well, it's not going to be of any use for us just yet. I feel like it's too limited for the amount of towers I can have. Like, I can only have, you know, the 2 towers, which are, you know, 4 towers. It's been going up every time, but I definitely feel as though I should have more towers. At this point in the experience, I would certainly prefer to have more. And this piece, can't seem to put it in a spot that I want it to be. Oh, having such a limited amount of towers means that I'm very limited on what I can actually do, which is more of an annoyance than a positive. I mean, I'm gonna win here, but just barely. The new forest power, or new power spirit of the forest. That actually sounds pretty cool. Decrease fire tower cost by 20. I feel like that's not actually going to be that useful, but that's exactly what I'm going to purchase. I really don't like that I have to start before I place my tires, or not my tires, my powers. Not my towers, jeez. Anyway, when it comes to actually placing these things, like, it just, I don't know, something about the placement of the towers doesn't really feel... I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Like, I mean, I don't want to place it here, but trying to get it where I want it seems to be an exercise in futility at times. Alright, might as well just put all of these right along here. I like how they're getting tossed into areas I don't want them to be. That's sarcasm being listed, because I don't like that whatsoever. So from what I can tell, like, it's my the way that I'm going to do this is basically I'm just going to put all of the towers all in one place to kind of make things convenient. Never mind, because this is not something that's going to work on account of how many enemies there are. All 3 towers are used, but it just seems kind of like, again, like I'm saying, like, I understand the whole point of having a limited amount of towers. It's, you know, there's a purpose there to kind of give you some strategy and whatnot, but I don't think it actually does. I don't think it actually does anything positive. Like, I don't think it's really helpful to the experience whatsoever. I think it would be different if I was able to upgrade my towers during this whole event, but I can't. All I can do is move my towers around back and forth, which, you know, I think is a cool gimmick. Like, it's something that makes this feel a bit more unique when it comes to tower defense titles. But it's a mechanic that I'm not really into. I mean, with me, like, because it's a tower defense game, I mean, honestly, it's an uphill battle anyway. Oh no, they made it through. It is the last wave. so we won. So it all worked out. Alright, so in the interest of time, because I only have so much time, and I know that I'm like really close to finishing this demo, but I mean, from what I'm seeing, like it's just going to be more of the same. Um, and I know that this is just not going to be for me. I definitely feel that the aspect of being able to move your towers is pretty cool. Like it's something that is potentially going to, allow the game to kind of stand out amongst other tower defense titles. But the problem is, it's not really that. It's not enough to make the experience, stand out in a way that makes it something that I would want to spend a large amount of time playing. The lack of tower progression, except for when I level up, the limited amount of towers that I can use. There's a lot of I don't know, there's a lot of busy work going on, which, I think that the point is to try to make it so that we have kind of more interactive of an environment, but, it's just not really what's happening here. Yes, we're getting a more interactive environment with having to move everything, but it's not really interactive to the point that it's like any of it feels like it's relevant or really, really matters. I mean, I look at the placement of what I'm doing for my towers, and it's like I'm not really moving things in a way that's overly useful. It's just whatever's going to make this kind of finish quicker is what I'm doing. Enemy attacks from the distance. That's fine. But is it fine? It's not fine. Yeah, this is going to be the last of the levels that I do. I'm not going to play more of the levels, like I said. I've played enough to know that it's just not for me. I do think, like I said, I think the tower moving is a cool aspect, but I don't think it's enough for me to really feel as though it's something that would really keep me going. And every level, it's roughly the same, a little bit of differences here and there. So anyway, but if you're looking for a tower defense title that does at least something new, then here's a choice. This is one you could definitely try out. The link is in the description. I encourage you to try it and see if you like it. And if you do, make sure you hit that wish list button. And thanks for watching.